everybody. Look, check this out. Y'all not gonna believe it. So I've been going through a rough patch. Right. My work van, which was a Chevy Express cargo van, they got them AFM lifters in there, and one of the lifters just completely failed. You know, it's been issue after issue with it, back to back to back, months after month. Had to change the water pump first and the radiator at the same time. And then I had to turn around the following month, change the oil pump, and do a few things with the timing belt and a few other things, and put it all back together. The engine was still tapping and tapping and tapping and tapping real bad. So I got rid of that van, and I ended up selling my old school pickup truck. And y'all not gonna believe what I got. Y'all not gonna believe what I end up getting and how much I end up getting it for. Check this out. So I got this 2004 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 in pretty good condition. It's exactly how I got it right here. Now it does have 375,000 miles on it, but the truck is well taken care of. With the amount of miles that it has on it, there are some things that I'm gonna go ahead and attend to. And just because I know that with that many miles, there are things that need to be taken care of. However, the truck runs great. The AC works just fine. The only little caveat to it is it has a P0300 code, and it has, what else? The ABS light is on, which I hooked the scan tool up to it, and it said it was just some sensors, wheel sensors, and some kind of ground. That was another code for a ground. So what I'm doing, one of the things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the valve cover gaskets. I'm gonna take the valve covers off, change the valve cover gaskets. I'm gonna change the oil pressure switch, which is way back down in there. I'm gonna also do all the gaskets actually that's on the valve covers. I'm gonna clean it up real good. I'm debating on just putting new valve covers on it. I hope I don't have to take this intake off to change any gaskets or anything, but I might just. But anyway, I paid $500 for this truck, okay? And as you can see, go up underneath it, it's been parked like this for quite some time. Thanks to a minor oil leak, but it ain't really nothing dripping on that cardboard, which means it's not nothing catastrophic. I can tell it's the oil pan gasket that needs to be replaced. And there's also another gasket up in there where the oil cooler block off goes. That needs to be replaced. So I'm gonna change those gaskets. I'm gonna change the oil pickup tube while I'm inside of there. And I'm gonna get this thing back running. All right, y'all, so I'm back. I'm gonna give y'all a quick update right quick. So yeah, initially I said I was just gonna do the valve cover gaskets and the oil pan gaskets and stuff. So when I looked off in here, this engine was quite dirty. It was dirty as hell. And let me see if I can get y'all a good angle. So I ended up taking the intake off too, and want to get everything cleaned up, and I'm gonna change the intake gaskets along with everything else. But as you can see, I've already started getting this engine cleaned up pretty good. This is kind of what it used to look like. I'm not sure if the sun is affecting it, but yeah, I think you can see it. It's what it used to look like. Well, still look like in some parts of it, but I'm cleaning it up. I'm waiting on my new gaskets to come, and in the meanwhile, I'm cleaning everything up, and I'm going to continue taking everything apart. I've already drained the oil out of it from the oil pan. The oil didn't look too bad. It looked pretty good, actually. It was actually full of oil, but I've already drained the oil off, and I'm going to get ready to take the oil pan down here in a little bit. So I told y'all I'll keep y'all updated. It wasn't that bad to take the intake off. There was quite a few things I had to take apart. The wiring harness is like one of the main things, the fuel line, and a few more things. But I'm working on it. I got it coming together. $500 2004 Chevy Silverado. I'll give y'all the update once I'm done and put everything back together. And I guarantee you I'm going to get that P0300 code to go away. One thing I found was this thing right here, this mass outflow sensor, it looks a lot better now, but it was black as hell and full of just soot and carbon. So I got some of this stuff right here, and I went ahead and cleaned it off real good, disconnected, took it out of the vehicle, as you see. Got the intake right here. I'm going to do a lot of inspecting and cleaning on that. I'm going to check out those injectors and just get everything cleaned up, because I like to have my engine up underneath my hood clean. But anyways, I'm about to get back to it. $500 2004 Chevrolet Silverado, 375,000 miles. Let's get it. So as I probably showed y'all last time, I had already taken off the intake, taken off the valve covers, ordered brand new valve covers. I ordered the intake gaskets, and I also went ahead and ordered the knock sensors, which are right down off in here. You see one of the connections is broke down there, so we got one right there and the other one right back there, as you see. So I ordered the knock sensors, and I ordered a brand new wiring harness to go along with it. Another thing I decided to go ahead and do while I was at it, I told you I was going to go ahead and drop the transmission pan and change the gasket and the transmission screen. So I cleaned up the pan, I dropped it. One thing to note on this vehicle is, as you see, the exhaust is in the way of the pan, and there's a little bracket right up in there that'll be in the way. But one thing about this, I see a lot of people unbolt the exhaust from where it connects to the exhaust manifold or your headers right back up in here, where you don't actually have to do that. What you can do is come around. There's a right up in here, sorry for the lighting, the transmission mount right there that mounts onto the frame. There's a bolt right up underneath here. You can loosen that bolt, or actually just take it off, get a jack and get a piece of 2x6 wood or 2x8, and jack the rear of the transmission up. And once you get it up, you'll be able to get the transmission pan completely out. So I got the transmission pan out, and I cleaned it up real good, installed a new gasket, put the new screen in, and I'm gonna fill it up with fluid once I get the engine and everything put all back together. But that's done. So now I'm gonna continue with the rest of what I gotta do. I've already taken off everything else. As you see, I got my parts laid out. Those valve covers are going to a scrap or something. Got the intake off, got it cleaned, and got a new throttle body intake gasket on there. And we're gonna continue working on it, putting everything back together. I'll keep y'all updated with the rest of the project. Peace. All right, y'all. So I finally finished it up. I got everything put back together. She cranks and runs. Them new red valve covers look good on there, especially with the red wires. But the most important thing is everything functions. You know, $500 pickup truck, you know, not bad at all. You know, I had to top it off with a little coolant. But it runs damn good. You know, we don't have any leaks up underneath it whatsoever. She's bone dry underneath there. And now I got me a good work truck. So, yeah, so it was a lot of work. It took me about 3 days. I got it all put together. Transmission pan is dropped, new gasket, new screen, new fluids, ran some Lucas through the transmission, ran some Lucas oil stabilizer through the engine, and put new intake gaskets, which you can see right down off in there, you know. So far, so good. Peace.